Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Phatkat Collections. Today I want to share with you guys another great smart home tech product, and that is a couple home monitoring cameras or security cameras. Guys, this is by a company called Conico. They were nice enough to reach out to me a couple weeks ago and send me a few of their products, and this is one of their 1080p 2-pack cameras. What's amazing about this technology and with security and smart home tech is that the price just keeps getting lower and lower. It was unheard of back in the day to get value like this in a home security camera. It is just incredible. So price on this, are you ready? $49.99 for two of these. And as always, link is in the description where you can pick these up, whether it be through Amazon or through the company website. And as always, guys, if you do like the content, subscribe to the channel, but do click the bell to be notified anytime I upload new videos. So let's talk about these. So you guys know, if you watch me for a while, I have a lot of cameras around my house. I love the peace of mind you get from having security cameras. You can check in on your house anytime you want. And, you know, it's just peace of mind knowing somebody's messing around with your place. If somebody were to break in, you know, we've had situations in the past where people are checking our mailboxes. All the information you can get about somebody doing wrong is a good thing, right? So let's take a look. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, most of the cameras out there, most of these products are all very, very similar across the board. It really just comes down to the company name, and you know, they're all pretty good. But this is a pretty good value. When you're getting two cameras for about $49.99, that's a pretty unheard of value. I've reviewed many cameras over the years, and most cameras are running in the $30 price range. So fantastic value, great 2-pack. You can use this for pet care, elderly care, store surveillance, baby camera, office security, or home security. They put that right in the box. Let's take a look and see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. And I'll read you a little bit about the cameras right off their website. Again, you know, a lot of this stuff is a little bit redundant. All these cameras kind of have the same features across the board. But let's do an unboxing here. See what we get in the box. All right. We'll take a look. I'm not going to show you guys the power cord and all that because that's kind of excuse me, kind of pointless. But I do want to see if they give you the power adapter. So that's great. They give you the power adapter as well. A lot of these cameras that I've reviewed don't give you that. So super lightweight. Check it out. There it is right there. Super lightweight. Almost looks like a little webcam. Looks like you have an LED light on the front. I'm not sure if that's actually an LED. I'm sure it's infrared. And then of course you have your lens. Really lightweight, guys. It looks like it does not. Oh, it does. It has your reset button right on top, and you have onboard recording on a micro SD card. I always recommend, regardless of what the company offers as far as cloud recording, regardless of whether you want to sign up and pay extra for cloud recording, and most of the companies do charge more, it's always a good idea to get a micro SD card. You don't need a huge one. Get 16 gig. Throw it in there when you go ahead and order these, whether it be through Amazon or if you order these directly through the manufacturer, you have to go to Amazon to get the card or Best Buy or wherever. But it's good to have onboard recording so you can go back and look at the footage. Now, I haven't tested these yet. I can tell you that most of these cameras, I've tested many cameras. I have many brands. Most of them work the same. What I like about this is that the swivel on some of the cameras I've tested, they don't have the notch on the back, so if you're going to wall mount these, which just does allow you to wall mount by taking off the back plate, there's a couple holes there. A lot of times you'll have this situation where you can't get the camera point at the angle you want. So if you are wall mounting this, I would recommend you orientate this in the direction it's going to be giving you guys the best view. I would say up is probably the best, but again, it just kind of depends on how you're going to angle this. If you were to angle this kind of in a corner and pointing down, you'll have to kind of orient that a little bit and play with it. So make sure that you check that out before you actually, you know, go drilling into your sheetrock or whatever, wherever you're going to mount this. So pretty cool, pretty straightforward. Let's read about it. So it's a 1080p and 2 megapixel camera. They refer to it as a baby monitor, but again, you can use these for whatever you want. It is a 2.4 gigahertz camera. Most of these cameras, I've never seen one after all these years of reviewing cameras that's 5 gigahertz compatible. Not a big deal. 2.4 gigahertz has better penetration power and longer range. But unfortunately, you know, the more devices you add to your network, the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum kind of gets congested. Just kind of keep that in mind. That's a whole different discussion. You do have two-way audio and multi-user options in the app. Motion and sound detection, night vision with wide angle. It says here the excellent night vision will work up to 32 feet and provide 110 degrees of viewing angle. I can tell you that when they talk about, I can tell you right now, 32 feet that's pretty unrealistic. Now, these are indoor cameras. If you have a completely dark room with no reflection, no other things fooling the lens of the camera, that you might get 32 feet out of it. But honestly, most of the cameras that I've seen with multiple infrared LEDs don't get anywhere near that. If you're going to put this outside, you're probably not going to get 32 feet. But again, just depends on the sensor that's built in, how the lens reacts to that, if I'm saying that correctly. But that's what they list on the website. Local storage and cloud recording. It also works with Alexa. Well, never mind. Do that every time. But it'll take up to a 64 gigabyte card, so keep that in mind. Don't be ordering 110 or 128. Just get the 64 and under. And also, you won't need, I only run like 16 in mine. You know, if something's going to happen, you're going to catch it, you're going to catch it. You know, you don't need to go back weeks, you know. So now the camera does work with, we won't say her name again, and I will tell you how that works. If you do have one of those home assistants set up by Amazon, you can actually state, hey, can you show me the camera? And it'll pull the camera up on your front door. I can tell you that with the amount of devices I have and the congestion that I have in my network, they never really work flawlessly. Now, your network may be different, but I can tell you that that feature, in my opinion, is kind of useless when it comes to the smart home tech. I don't think of some of the cameras that I have that are smart home assistant compatible. I can't tell you the number of times that I've probably have never asked to see the camera on my TV unless I'm just testing and see if it works. But it is a nice option, you know. I mean, if you want to go ahead and have this stream to a TV, let's say you want to have this video footage constantly streamed to a TV. Let's say you're going to leave it on for a while. Most time when I'm checking cameras, it's quick checks, you know. So if you did have a situation where you're waiting for a package or you want to constantly monitor something and throw it on the big screen, you can do that if you have one of the Amazon assistants. So just still a nice feature, but overall, nice camera, super lightweight, easy to mount. This is so lightweight that you could probably just mount this with like a double stick tape or whatever. So pretty awesome. I like the fact that it's pre-drilled. I've had cameras in the past that aren't pre-drilled. You can see from the back. This just pops off here, but actually you twist it and remove it. Looks like there's a couple arrows on there and a couple finger spots on here, but I'm not going to do that right now. I don't know how great the two-way audio is, but you know, most of these are pretty standard across the board, and that's really about it. Listed here is not the cloud storage or how much it costs, if it costs anything. I wish they would have mentioned that. Let me see if they have anything else there. No, that's about it. But they actually have, yeah, that's it. Playback, sound detection, two-way audio, and cloud storage. You guys know I always come back and re-review stuff at a later date after I set these up. The thing is, I have so many cameras now, I'm probably not going to set these up. I may move these up to my parents' house to test them, but you know, overall, guys, all these devices that are being made on Amazon, or you know, all these different companies, this stuff's pretty good. It all works, and for the price point, you really can't go wrong. There's really no excuse not to have a little bit of peace of mind in your house. The price on these, I know these are indoor-only cameras, and again, always go with the manufacturer suggestions, but I can tell you what I've done in the past. Usually the indoor cameras are a lot cheaper than outdoor cameras, but you know, most of the time, if you want to add a camera outside, you have a little bit of an overhang. There is protection. Again, you do so at your own risk. But I've used indoor cameras outside, especially at my folks' house where they have a big covered front porch. I have a couple of those out there. You know, and here's my point: is for the price point. You know, if you get a couple years out of it and it breaks, it fails, it's not really a big deal. You know, the elements are kind of hard on this stuff, so because it's not designed for that. But as long as you're not putting it in direct, you know, direct sunlight or direct rain or water, you shouldn't really have a problem doing that. So anyway, do so at your own risk. There it is, guys. Check it out. Link in the description. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, always don't hesitate to ask. I'm always here to help you guys. I will test this again further, and I'll, you know, when you guys ask me a question about the app or whatever, I always come back and give you guys that service after the sale if you do buy something like this. But overall, I'm sure I'm going to be happy with these. I really have been very happy with all the products I've received. And again, a lot of this stuff, you know, they're all using the same technology. Really what it comes down to is buy something based on, I always like to go with, you know, listen to what people say on YouTube and influencers. Go with those Amazon ratings, you know, see what people have to say about it. Because if there is some kind of defect, you know, they're going to catch it on that. And then, of course, you know, go with something that you know, is cosmetically nice. Like this, I think, is pretty nice. It's not too big. It's not too clunky. Something that's kind of out of the way, not too, you know, obtrusive. I think it's a nice product. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves out there and have a great day.